Hello everybody, Gingershadow here, and welcome back to some more Minecraft mod reviews with me. And today, oh, it is a good day. Oh, this is good. So, there's a new Jojos mod. I think just came out. I couldn't find it searching it up. I had to literally go in the little tab bit on CurseWords saying, like, new mods, because when new mods are brand new, they don't show up in the search yet. And yeah, sure enough, it was there. Okay. Oh, I'm quite excited for this one. So, yeah, I got a thing on Discord saying, hey, this new JoJo's mod out. You should check this out. And I did. And I don't expect much when I see a new JoJo mod out because there's a couple of good ones, but a lot of them tend to be not very good. No, this one is fucking awesome. So, what have we got? We have got powers. We have got stands, Hamon, vampires. There are a few mobs in the world. There's growth. As you gain abilities, strength through training and stuff. Just taking a look at this, it's been so awesome so far. Also, apparently, if you stand there menacingly, you get the JoJo bits saying you're standing, staring menacingly. I didn't even know that was a thing, because I hadn't stood still. Apparently, if you stand still long enough, you get the little bits. That's so cool. But yeah, so let's take a little look at this mod. So, right, it's 1.60.5. And straight away, it's got a scarf right here. I've been very impressed with this so far, just the bits I've seen. There are 5 stands in it. There are powers. Let's take a look at bits. So we'll start with some of the more basic stuff. Okay, we have got, well, there's 2 weapons. Well, actually, there's technically another thing up there, but we'll get to that later. We have got a knife. Stab people. So a long knife as well. I've got a sledgehammer. Alright. Knife does 3 damage. Costs iron stick. You get 4. You can throw it. You might be able to guess where this is going with this knife, but we'll get to it later. We've also got Sledgehammer. It's a very slow weapon, but it hits pretty hard. It's only 2 iron and 2 sticks, so bosh, I guess. Moving on from there, we have one glorious looking hat, which, yeah, it's a good hat. It just gives you 1 armor. As far as I know, it has no other abilities. It's made from wool and iron. It just looks cool, I think. If it does have an ability, let me know. I never bloody noticed. And then moving on from there, we've got a couple of other little things here. We have got the clackers. They're not exactly very useful right now. They don't do anything. What would they do? They're just a pair of clackers. They have 10 attack speed, though. Cool. We've got the breathe control mask. So, alright, you can have this look if you fancy it. Yeah, it provides 1 armor and stuff as well. It comes with curse of binding though once once you make it normally. So iron, string, iron bar. Also for the clackers, it's just 2 iron and a string, because it is. And then we've got the beetle cloth scarf. It does not have a crafting recipe, so I can only think of one way. Well, I can think of 2 ways you get it. I haven't personally went out and looked for one. A lot of the stuff for this mod you'll find in... If you can't craft it, you'll find it. Okay, for example, this stuff here that I'm looking at, which I'll get to in a second, but you find it in a desert, and it's like a rare thing you find. And there are certain items that you'll find in desert temples, in jungle temples, dun. The scarf, I didn't see anything saying it came from one of those places, but alternatively, it might be a thing you get when you activate a particular power, but yeah. I also get these things. I didn't even know these were in this, and I don't think they provide a super function, the adjust stone, and the super adjust stone. If you hold right click with it, it shoots a boom with a little cooldown on it. So, I mean, that's cool and all, but other than that, I don't think it provides the super, you're the ultimate life form boost yet. Maybe it will in the future. Could be wrong. Again, I've only got to play and look at this mod for a bit, so I might miss features, I might get things wrong. If I do, let me know in the comments. I apologize, but... yeah, I think I understand the mod, but there could be bits I'm just not getting, so just saying that outright, I probably will get something wrong throughout this. It's pretty much a thing that will happen. But yeah, moving on from there, the stone mask. So it's not craftable, but you can find it, I believe, in a jungle temple. And yeah, you can pop it on. Looks alright, yep. Definitely not getting any other hidden features that would activate when you take damage and blood comes from you, or when you draw blood from another living creature. Yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. Yeah, so we'll leave that for later. Actually, I'm leaving that for very much later. I'm gonna look at Hamon first, for a very good reason, which we'll see in a second. And then also we've got the meteorite ore and the meteorite metal. So the metal just becomes metal. It doesn't have any higher function. But at the core of it, because this is like a meteor that will spawn in a desert, essentially. So you have metal on the outside, and the lovely, lovely bit in the inside. So the meteoric ore in the middle will turn into meteoric scrap. The scrap can then get turned with a piece of gold into a thingy ingot, and that can make you one stand arrow with a stick and a feather. There's also the beetle stand arrow, but that doesn't seem to have a crafting recipe, but I'm pretty sure using this one, every time I've used it, I've always gotten one particular stand. But yeah, arrows they're interesting. Basically, stands there's 5 stands currently, but possibly there's plans to add more, given how they seem to be working, because they have tiers, they have stand tiers, which it says right there. And basically, the more XP you have on your character, the higher tier stand you will get. So, basically, you can kind of plan to try and get a particular stand. Obviously, if several stands share the same tier, then you're just going to be randomly getting one of them. But since there's 5 right now, it's a lot easier to try and get a stand that you want, because, well, there's only a few in each tier, so... There's that. But yeah, again, the arrows we'll also get to later. We'll get to those later as well. Why are we leaving those to later? Because we're going to look at Hamon first, because Hamon is it's so cool. The ball. Plus, Jojos, Hamon. Actually, no, technically vampires came first, but we're doing vampires well, yeah, I'll do them second. So, right, if you want to learn Hamon, you need to speak to, well, there's 2 ways. No, there's technically 1 way. You have to speak to Hamon Master. But that Hamon Master doesn't have to be a mob. There is a mob that will float around the Hamon Master. If you right-click him... Badish. You got a Jojo power type / Jojo control to get details guide on the mod's controls. You may start your Hamon training. Press H to interact with the Hamon user to open Hamon skills. Technically, you can do it that way, or I believe that it's also possible for a player with Hamon to teach a non-Hamon using player. So you can help your friends. And this mod's clearly designed to be used on servers, which is very interesting given some of the abilities that are in this. Like you can already guess which one of the abilities is going to be so interesting in multiplayer. It's shady and golden. Well, no, it's also plot. Anyway, yeah, so Hamon guy, he just said there, you can just slash Jojo controls. That's an easy way. It will basically run you through various bits and that. Aside from that, there's also a thing you should look at basically from the get-go. There are buttons. So, ability hotbar, attack hotbar, Hamon skills, scroll ability, scroll attack, stand, remote control, summon stand, and switch power mode. You're going to want to set all these buttons. You might not need all of them straight away. Obviously, you don't have a stand. You don't need, like, any of the stand buttons. You don't have Hamon. You don't need Hamon skills. But you're going to want to have all these buttons and buttons you're comfortable with so you can, you know, check them out, use them, blah, blah, blah. Now, because I'm in creative mode, I'll be skipping the training arc of this because this would be a very long review if I was going to do a training arc. But yeah, so right now, because I've got Hamon, if I click H, it summons this. So stats, Hamon strength, Hamon control, breathing technique. These are all things that will start off low, but they'll obviously become max level as you train. They start at max level now because I'm in creative mode. But yeah, Hamon strength determines the power of your Hamon attack. It's trained by using Hamon attack. So basically, use your basic Hamon a lot, but it'll train it up. Hamon control determines the amount of Hamon energy spent and efficiency of your Hamon skills. It's trained by using Hamon abilities. So use Hamon abilities, get more control. So it's generally a progressive thing. You start off weaker, you build yourself up, which... Have we had a JoJo's What mod like that before? I don't think so. This one has generally got, like, I guess, stats. Also, breathing technique, 100-100. Your most important stat, as you need to constantly train it in order to make progress in learning Hamon. It increases your breathing ability, as well as your physical condition. To train your breathing technique, you have to complete these 4 exercises daily. It will slowly decrease if you abandon your training. Mining, running, swimming, and meditation. So basically, do all those things, you'll get stronger. Average exercise progress, the more it exceeds 50%, the more your breathing technique level will increase at the end of the day. And there's also a little button here. Press this button or left shift to start meditation. So you can generally just sit and meditate as a thing. Which, yeah, it gives you a thing saying meditation for a minute 30. There'll be a way of building your power and energy stuff up. Which, yeah, okay. So straight away there's little... Tons of there. There's more tabs. We also get combat skills. So, Hamon strength, as you build Hamon strength up, you'll get skill points. You spend the skill points unlocking more skills. And it's the same for support skills, and it's the same for techniques. Now, okay, techniques, actually, sorry, that one's different. Techniques is something you're going to start with. You have to pick your Hamon style. There are 5 styles currently. So, techniques are set of skills specific to certain characters from part 1 and 2 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. You can choose only one technique, or all 3 skills. New technique skills are unlocked at levels 20, 30, and 40 of both Hamon strength and Hamon control. So, basically, yeah, pick the Hamon style you currently want. You can also reset it if you want to go and if you're creating when you're playing around with it. So if you want to try them all out, you can just click reset, which is very handy to have for someone that wants to obviously test it, especially for reviewing and stuff like that. But yeah, so we've got obviously, I was about to say Joseph there, it's not Joseph, it's Jonathan. I might instantly go to Joseph, but Joseph's around a lot, but he's not the first one. Jonathan. I've got Jonathan's one natural talent. We have the Hermit, so Hamon Cutter, Tornado Overdrive, Deep Pass Overdrive. We've got the Clatter Volley, Rope Trap, Sheet of Death. We've got the Splendid Fleeting, so we've got Caesar? I think it's Caesar. I've not watched Part 2 in Jojo for quite a while. So we've got the bubble-based techniques, and we've got Smooth as Silk. So that is definitely Joseph's thing. Keep of that just down. Beetle Scar, Snake. I'm wondering if unlocking that, it's an item ability. But it's like, I'm wondering if it gives you the item for this. So I'm going to test this one really quick. So unlock them. Unlock that. Unlock that. Yeah, okay, so that's how you get the scarf. It generally gives you that. I hadn't tested that, but I assumed it probably gave you that way. But yeah, so at this point, I now technically have an ability. So if I click, not a stand, if I click G now, there we go. So my Hamon meter shows up along with my abilities. So right now I've only got the one ability because I haven't unlocked anything. So I can click the buttons to rotate around. Only have the one now. Abilities healing. So if I hold right click, I heal myself using Hamon. It'll bounce through energy, but obviously because I'm in creative mode, I've got unlimited energy right now. But yeah, so if I want to unlock more, I just go in here, unlock them. So wait, you can only use this Hamon with. Learn this from another Hamon user. Oh, there we go. That's odd. You can only learn this from another Hamon user. Did I do that from the get? Oh, that's right. Okay, the first time I came in. No. I was testing earlier. I just clicked the button. I just learned them. I don't know if maybe that's a different thing because of the technique I picked. Ooh, because when I was testing earlier, I picked Jonathan's technique, and I could learn the stuff straight away. Okay, whatever. Anyway, for skills, click learn, You got enough points to learn everything, so you have to worry. And obviously, there's very different things. And you can run through all the different abilities and use them all as you like. Some of them are very, very cool and interesting. So, unlock all that stuff. I got all the extra bits. Then just quickly learn all these. So, wall climbing, detector, life thingy, Hamon speed, repellent. There are so many cool things. And okay, these are work in progress, which it doesn't say. Wait, does it say what it is? No, it says work in progress. Cactus damage is negated. I don't know if that's what it actually is going to be, but it looks like it's going to be the thing of walking on water. I assume this one could be maybe walking on lava, but they don't matter right now. You can obviously use them, so it's whatever. But yeah, so now if we go into my little bit, we now have a bunch more abilities. So we've got Sendu Overdrive, which basically if I punch a block and it infuses that block with Hamon. Luckily he's not taking. I can punch him and do it over extra damage. Basically infuses the block with Hamon. So actually a good way of showing this one, if I take one of the hungry zombies, which there we go. Alright, so now it's set to nighttime. Put the guy there. Okay, he's on the move. Oh, there we go. I was being a bit weird. So punch that block. Come on that block. No. There we go. You empower the blocks with Hamon, and basically, yeah, it hurts the undead. Hamon, it works really well against the undead. Also, for example, if we take Trick on, because yeah, the next ability. But yeah, to use the abilities, the top row is punching, so left click. The second row is right clicking, so you can rotate between the abilities. For example, if I want to use boost speed, I right click, and now I can run like this, which I think is really cool. And yeah, I can then move to the next one. So wall climb. Obviously, I'm not wall climbing now. Hold right click, and then wall climb. We've got Hamon life detector. So click that, life glows around you. Life magnetism. This one requires a leaf block. So you come in front of this empty-handed. It does this. You can use a leaf block to act as like a glider. Not glider. A parachute? Paraglide? I don't know. Whatever. You can use it to slow down a fall and stuff because Hamon is awesome. I've got projectile shield, which puts a shield around you and obviously protects you from projectiles. And then we've got repellent overdrive, which just that's obviously meant to be a thing of if undead's trying to hit you, or a vampire is trying to hit you, you repel them using that. So that's all the extra skills over there. But going back to the chicken thing, if I now rotate over here, I can punch the chicken, and rather than hurting it and killing it, I now infuse it with Hamon. So now if I put a hungry thing down, It'll be repelled by the chicken. Because the chicken's been infused with Hamon. Brilliant skill. But even kill her. Zoom punch! Yeah, literally could have done a One Piece thing with that so easily. That's One Piece stretchy Luffy armor right there. That's, yes, I'll kill, I think. But yes, that's a punch. Oh, and yeah, just to point out the item-based thing. So keep an Agile Stone. You can instantly charge an Agile Stone with Hamon by using it. Oh well, sneaking. So obviously behind, I had to hold right click in order to shoot the thing out. Hold on. If you want to talk about it, obviously right now, because I've got my ability stuff on, so if I hold right click, I press right click, it's going to activate my abilities. If you click the button to rotate around, if you go one off of it, you know, like at the left or right, basically that'll turn off. So now I can right click again. Yeah, that you just click like G and turn your abilities off for a bit, but yeah, that's an option. But yeah, so go to that just stone. See, I can instantly charge it with Hamon. Oh wait, hold on, I've got my Hamon. I think my Hamon is turned on. I wouldn't say it's instant. It does seem like I am just charging like before. Well, whatever. It says I can charge it anyway. And then we've got, yeah, the Scarf. Yeah, the Scarf Wind Warm reduces Hamon energy spent and absorbs Hamon damage. You can use it as a Hamon conductive melee weapon or swing it to cover a large area of targets. I can swing it. What? Oh! I mean, I'd never tried that one. Okay, so you have the Scarf in your hand. You can use it as a weapon. If you pick this particular style, very nice. Yeah, got the Snake Muffler. When getting attacked while wearing the Scarf, you can jump over the attacker while using the Scarf and deal Hamon damage to them. Has a cooldown. Attacking the Scarf while sneaking ensnares the target. Yeah, there you go. There's some kill abilities in this. I know if I shift and stop. I was trying to, he was taking tons of damage though, but because he's not a vampire, he doesn't take nearly as much. If I did that to a vampire, it would have died in like a second. So, that's the thing. But yeah, that's obviously just one of the techniques. And, you could go to like some of the other ones like Shivering Heart. That's pretty much just punch things. Does stuff, there's a bunch of other bits here. Right, that's Hamon. We took a look at least one of the bits, the extra abilities and stuff. Those 4 other styles, feel free to check them out. They're really cool. The Scarf one, though, I never really tried because, like, well, I started playing with stuff, but I kind of figured what it would do without even kind of fully looking at it. But yes, that's Hamon. That's Hamon. That's how Hamon works. Now, the thing with Hamon is, though, you can't really use it as a vampire, as it turns out. Also, why am I flying over here? Just give me a chicken egg. Or anything egg. Not a pirate. I don't want to kill a pirate. There we go. Right, once you're in the still max, punch a thing, draw blood from it, and boom, you now become a vampire. So rather than having Hamon like before, you can't really do that as much. So if you try to click your Hamon button, it goes, you've rejected your humanity and can't learn Hamon anymore. Right. And if I rotate between my abilities, it now is just the vampire abilities. So your Hamon is basically gone at this point. But you now have the abilities to drain blood. So if I thingy, so I'm gonna care if I punch it, I'll now drain its blood, which obviously blood's energy for a vampire. Vampires get thirsty. You'll also die to the sun, which actually / game rule. Keep inventory. True. Okay, actually, we'll do that one in a second. I've got the ability to freeze things, so punch the enemy. I now gets frozen, so I'll have a really hard time moving because of that. Till it obviously stops. And then final ability, we've got the stingy eyes. Also, actually, you can see my little meter there, because I'm in creative mode, it doesn't really go anywhere. But my blood would start running out. At the top, it would run down. But yeah, hold left click. And you shoot an eye beam. Which, yeah, it's interesting. It's actually fairly powerful as well. Like, it does a fair whack of damage. Actually, to be careful, I don't want to shoot it in the chest. But yeah, so you get deals eye beam attack. Kill. And then for extra abilities as a vampire, you've got blood gifts, so this is a way you could turn other players into vampires if you wanted. They become lesser ones than you, but you know, they become your little minions. You've got zombie summon, so summon a zombie, summon a couple of zombies. I think. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, if I hold it, it summons lots of them. Basically, yeah, summon minions for yourself to fight for you. They will follow you. They will if you pick a fight with something. Right, you're not gonna go for it. Yeah, there we go. You can't satisfy your thirst with this creature. Yeah, you can't really eat your own zombies. That's not a thing. Yeah, so from there we've also got Dark Aura. I don't really know what this one does, the Dark Aura. Like, it's sort of there. It makes the scary noise. But I don't really know what it does, because I've never used it. It seems to give, I think, a debuff to the enemies. But obviously, I've not got anyone to really test it on, to be sure, so... Yeah. And then last move got use Hamon. So, yeah, I don't get that one, because... Like, it says I'm using Hamon, but I think that's just a way of stopping the sun from killing me, to be honest. That's a thing. Also, I tried using the stones. I can't open the thing. Button. Out of the way! I've got the stones in my inventory already. I tried using the stones of the vampire. They don't seem to do anything different. It's just they still just shoot the lasers. So, that's looks like it. I don't think there's a thing of becoming the ultimate life form yet. Can't quite pull out of that one, but yeah, that's vampire powers. Obviously, yeah, once you get them, can't use Hamon anymore. So that's a shame. But what happens if you die with them? Also, oh yeah, to play, you get boost for days. Night vision, jump boost, speed 2, strength 2, resilience, undead regeneration, haste 2, and health boost. So you end up with an extra row and a bit of hearts, which is cool. Flash time set day. Oh, there we go. And with that, I died to the rays of the sun, and with that, I'm no longer a vampire. Ah, there we go. Yeah, okay. I was really confused there, because for some reason, I was still a vampire after that. A worse one. I wasn't even like a good vampire. I was a worse vampire than normal. I didn't have all my super boosts, but I still had the vampire effects. That's because I keep inventory on. Apparently, if you put keep inventory on, it keeps you as a lesser vampire. And you just keep dying over and over. I was so confused because that wasn't what happened earlier, but then I never had keep inventory on earlier, so... Yeah, that's that one. If you're gonna be a vampire, don't put keep inventory on, otherwise you'll just keep dying in the sun, which could be a bit sucky. So, yeah, I'm glad I saw that one. When I did. But yeah, so to remove a vampire, die. You stop being a vampire. Easy, easy. But right, so now let's say we want to get a stand. So obviously you make your stand arrow, bum, bum. So right now it'd say stand tier 1 experience level. So I'm currently level 2, I can summon a tier 1 stand. I don't have enough XP for that. Because there are no tier 1 stands, at least yet. I don't even know who would be a tier 1 stand. Like, what are some crappy stands? There's the question. Also, I used Hamon at some point on the ground, and it promoted the growth of plants and stuff around here, because that is a thing it can do as well. I was exposed to a lethal virus. Yeah, what game? What on earth did I do? I don't actually know what I did that time. Possibly... oh no, I can still do that. It's fine. I don't know what I just did there. But yeah, okay. So now it'd be a case of we need to get our levels up. So let's say /XP adds me. We'll say I had 100 experience. Now we're level 8. What does that get? It gets us nothing. Another 100 now. Level 11 gets us tier 2. So yeah, 10 levels. Actually, I'm saying give amount 10 levels. Now level 20 and get a tier 3. So is there a tier 3 stand? No. Go again. That gets tier 4. We died to that. Yeah, okay. I must have right-clicked the thing again. So I'll put keep inventory back on, but I know it's gonna happen. But yeah, so basically, okay, we don't have experience for that one, but let's say that we know level 40 is the very bare minimum. So if you want to get a stand, 40 levels required at the minimum. At least I'm saying that. Wait, oh, that's tier 5. Also, where did my arrow... There it is. Boom. That's how it worked. I got a stand. Press, for my case, F. Magician's Red. So, in that case, I click the summon stand button. And the big old chicken will summon behind me. Looks pretty cool. And it comes with attacks. In this case, you can punch. And it will punch. You can... Well, because shit. Actually, I'm saying I don't have enough stamina. I'm going to go create mode for this again. Because it's going to be very slow going. But yeah, so I use the stamina and stuff obviously as you're doing this. So Magician said you can punch, you can switch over to the next thing. So yeah, you can have them block for you, so they'll move in front of you and block, and they'll try and stay in front of you. Wait, that's all we've got. So there's a creative item, remove stand disc, that's a thing. We'll take Magician's Red again, this time in creative mode, and there we go. Okay, so Yeah, you don't start off with everything with your stand, you start off with basic things. And then as you develop, you will get more stuff for your stand. Cool. So I want to skip that bit. So we're just going to do incredible so I can show off some of the powers for the stands. Which, speaking of which, on skills, grow abilities, summon stands, switch power mode. Yeah, okay, there's no thing to actually check your stand stats. It's just a case of progress over time. But okay, again, summon Magician's Rids. He does these little pulls that comes out, and yeah, you can punch. You can also, there we go. If you press shift and punch, it'll do an alternative technique. So in this case, it'll shoot fire. Because it's Magician's Red, and that's what he does. Maybe going to the second ability, we've got shoot fireball. And then over here we've got crossfire hurricane. So, over here. So hold it, explodes. No, so can do it again. This time holding shift. That's a bigger one, or more controlled one. Extra abilities, you can just have them block for you again, or you can do binding. Okay, oops. But it'll shoot fire to bind the enemy basically while hurting them. So that's the thing. I've got life detector, which I'm summoning multiple of these things. Okay. I won't worry about it. But yeah, okay, so that's Magician's Red. Alright, cool. Also, if we want to, we can switch modes. So in this case, we can actually control Magician's Red. So our buddy will just stay there. And basically, there's a distance-based thing. So obviously, the stand's going to get so far away. If you try and go further away, you'll get weaker as you go to the limit of your distance. So Magician's Red can go 3 and a bit meters away. And yeah, that he gets weaker as he goes further away. But yeah, if you just want to control the stand specifically, you can, but you can have the stand block for you stuff, but you can just manually control it. If you want to do extra bits, or it can fly upwards as well. It can go down if it was an option. So yeah, if you want to stand on a ledge and send your stand out. Obviously, certain stands have higher or longer distances and some have lower ones. So obviously, if you pick one with a really long distance, have some fun with that. But yes, that's the basic things for stand. Obviously, you can have it leave it, zoom it away. Awesome. Also, yeah, disc, remove stand. Magician's Red's now. Wait, what? Magician's Red should now be gone. I've also got. I'm not going to go through the abilities for every single stand, because otherwise we'll be here for quite a while. But we've also got Silver Chariotto. Actually, I probably could go through all the abilities, because some of them are fairly basic. Obviously, blocking stuff, doing a little animation. We've got just a regular attack. We've got. Wait, it's missing his rapier. Did you throw it? You. Okay, hold on. Get your rapier back. Okay, there we go. I desummon him, resummon him, he's got his thing back. Okay. So he throws his thing and he can't use certain attacks because of that. Okay, so we've got Barrage, which does his little stabs. Then that's taking control of him. And then yeah, we've got Launch Rapier, which I did by accident, but there we go. And can we find it? The little fecking thing where it just sort of bounce off. Oh, whatever. If you want it back, just summon, resummon, boom, it'll come back. It'll come back to you. Silver Chariots, range 3 odd meters, same as the other one. An extra ability, take off armor. Become skinnier. Become, well, quicker, I guess. This is the whole thing, isn't it? You don't look great with your armor off, mate. I'm gonna be honest. But yes, that's the thing. He has no armor. I'm guessing though, if I decide to yeah, there we go. And get his armor back on by summoning him and desummoning him. So Silver Chariot, he's pretty cool. Alright, that's the right one. But also the point, I never actually played with Silver Chariot when I was testing the mod because I just never thought about him, so that was the thing. Hereford. Maybe I've already got stands. Remove. There we go. So we've got, how do you pronounce his name? Hierophant Green? Hierophant Green? He's a tier 4 stand anyway. Boom. So I like this one. This one's got some kill abilities. And if we take control of him, he has a much further range. Because, yeah, like he's got, well, yeah, 50-meter range, but then you can stretch it even further and decrease his power. And you see the little thing that attaches me over there. So, yeah, I mean, this is the long-range stand, essentially. There's only the one long-range stand right now. But, so he's got his attacks, which are tentacle attacks. And you've got his shift, so you get tentacle binding. So if you want to bind up an enemy, you can. We've got Emerald Splash. And we've got Concentrate Emerald Splash, which, yeah. This is essentially a projectile long range stand. As usual, we've also got obviously the ability to block if you fancy it, but and then we've got wall. Well, get grapple basically. So in this case, it's just moving her for green. But if I put control back to me, grapple, it'll send me to the bit wherever I'm pointing to. There we go. Brilliant. So Hereford Green, he's not the most powerful, obviously, but he's very, very useful. And I like this last ability. He's got the ability to place a barrier at 0 of 100. And to begin with, this kind of confused me, because it's like 0 of 100, what does it mean? No, it's literally his, if you get close enough to the thing and click, you can connect bits and create barriers, essentially. Which, with enough time, you can create very, very, very filled up area, because you have 100 lines in total. But yeah, essentially you can just build a giant barrier for yourself if you fancy it. And yeah, when things pass through it, it basically highlights that something someone's passed through it. I just think it looks cool. But yeah, so that's Hereford Green. He's an interesting stand. Sadly, we don't have the whole you cannot dodge the Emerald Splash, crystal things all around you, summoning, da da da. There's nothing like that. Unfortunately, it's just shooting the projectile as it was. But yeah, go away. Oh wait, no, that's why you're not going away. Go away. There we go. Moving on from there. One of the big ones. Star Platinum. Actually, speaking of which, put these away so I can free up some inventory space. So, Star Platinum. His hair is massive. You've got punching. You've got barrage punching. Which, yeah, you hold and he'll do it for longer. So that's cool. You've got Star Finger. So like our stretchy arm punch, but, you know, it's Star Platinum doing it. I've got the usual, he can block for his... But Star Platinum's also got the gimmick of he can zoom in very far. Because his eyes are very good. And we can see through those eyes, apparently. What's funnier, though, is that if you go to Star Platinum and you use it, which obviously Star Platinum's range is, like, very, very short. You can go to, like, 2 meters-ish. No, you can get 3. But his actual range is, like, 2 meters or something, isn't it? And then after that, he starts losing power. But if you do an F5 mode, it zooms in on his face. So the GTA remakes all over again. And then obviously his final ability. Yeah. We've got Zaromaru, which... Hold right click for a couple of seconds. Freezes bulb for a few seconds. And it full on works. If you put enemies and stuff down, they will get frozen in time. So, I don't know how that's going to work on a server. But I'm assuming it means that people in chunks are going to get frozen. I don't know if it means everyone in the world would get frozen. I want to try it though on a server at some point because it sounds really cool. And this mod's clearly made for servers, so. Oh, the bot is. Oh, the bot. Oh. It's going transparent like that. That's. Oh, okay. I was so confused there to what was happening. If you press shift, okay, so wait. Yeah, left shift to teleport. I was so confused. Basically, rather than stopping time, you can do the thing. It's not really teleporting. Basically, it's when Jotaro freezes time, but then moves. Obviously, in that frozen time, so it looks like he teleports. I did that in. I didn't even realize that was there. I didn't even realize that. Oh, go. Oh, there's an extra thing in there. But okay, last. And... Go away. Last and possibly best. The world. Oh, I'm having fun with these stats. I definitely want to be playing more of this mod. But yeah, so the world, basically same as Star Platinum in the first part where... Summon. I mean, range, about the same. Maybe, not about the same. Punching and stuff is obviously the same. It's getting barrage. No Star Finger, obviously, because the world doesn't do that stuff. Other abilities, blocking, obviously. It has the teleport thing as well. But also he's got, yeah... stopping time. Which I believe should last a fair bit longer than... No, it's basic one. Oh yeah, I'm not a vampire currently. Yeah, okay, so as a vampire, yeah, time obviously freezes for a lot longer. The bun. I was wondering why it didn't last so long. I forgot I'm not a vampire anymore. When I was testing, I was a vampire when I did it. And then final one. Road Roller! I don't really understand the Road Roller. You summon it, but it doesn't really... crash down or anything? Hold on, what if I... I'll see, they actually stay in the world, by the way, that is a thing. Move... ability over. Move ability back. Road Roller! No, it doesn't do anything. Okay, what the Road Roller can do then if we summon the world, if we put our attack ability on my Barrage Punch, what the Rodrolas can do... I've been hitting it. Definitely on this time. There we go. The Rodrolas explode. So you can't really do the whole crashing them into the ground thing, but you can make them explode. I don't know. I did a weird thing though, because I'm in creative mode. If I hold right click, I go into the air and I got really confused at first. It's because I'm summoning lots of Rodrolas at once. I've just layered about 20 Rodrolas on top of each other there. Brilliant. So the Rodrola's in, but sadly you can't dramatically like throw it at people or anything like that. At least not that I know of. Like if you shift right click, it just summons one and you can use it and explode it. Basically, that's its whole thing. But yeah, 5 stats. Interesting powers. The time stopping is in. The Rodrola is in. Barrage punching is in. Teleporting's even in, which I didn't even realize was in, but that's even better. Herfin Green's got some really interesting abilities in long range. Magician Dread and Silver Chariot are here and do things, and they're, I guess, technically lower tier 70. You'll get annoyed at that event. You'll get annoyed at the pressing buttons and you end up losing 10 backs. But yeah, if you take a look though, Herfin Green's a tier 4 stand, Silver Chariot and Magician's Dread are tier 5, and the World and Star Platinum are tier 6. Obviously, you're going to need 40, 50, 60 levels, depending on the one you're after. But yeah, that's the new JoJo mods. I think it's awesome. 5 very well-made stats. The Hamon power thing is so cool and interesting. The vampire stuff is OP. And yeah, you can get rid of it by dying, which actually, just to show this as well, technically I've got a stand right now, / cool. No longer got a stand. So if you die, you lose your stand. Unless, obviously, keep inventories on, then that seems to be a different situation. So if I take the world again, take the world, summon the world, / game rule, keep inventory true, then die again. And yeah, still got the stand. So keep inventory basically acts as a thing to keep your powers, but unfortunately also means if you're a vampire, you will keep being a vampire even if you die, which... It's fine if you like that kind of thing, but it's a bit unfortunate when, you know, your respawn point's out in the sun. It's not going to work out well for you. Obviously, I didn't look at absolutely everything because there's a lot of fun powers in this. And I kind of just skim over some of the stuff because a lot of the things have like really cool things going on, little particle effects, little abilities going on with them. But Hamon's really cool. Vampire stuff's OP, as it guess should be, because it's going to be down to the sunlight. And the stands are super freaking awesome. But yeah, that's the mods. It is called The Ripples of the Past. Or GGBA, Ripples of the Past, is what this mod's full name is. It's 1.60.5. It's very, very fresh out. It's in, like, it looks like it only came out, like, 21 hours ago. As far as I can see, so very new, so just a day old. But yeah, link will be down below if you want to check it out. I think it's really cool. I definitely want to try it on servers and stuff, because it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of fun. Possibly some stuff will be absolutely busted, like the ability to stop time and that, but I guess that depends how that operates against other people. I cannot wait to try and find out. But yeah, let us know though in the comments what other stuff would you like to see added to the mods, what stands would you like to see get added, because God, the stands are so well made. I cannot wait to see some of the other stands getting added in and what they're going to be like, and the abilities they're going to possess for it. Save that well there, things you'd like to see. Enemies would be cool, I guess, things to fight, like, you know, Dior stuff, or things like clothes and stuff. What bits should you like to see? Let us know in the comments down below. For me personally, everyone knows I love anime clothes. It's always great. I love Dio's outfit. But yeah, anyway, that's the mods. Hope you all enjoyed this little review. I had a lot of fun just playing around with this mod before. I didn't use absolutely everything. I just said I didn't use the Scarface stuff. I'm still finding new bits in it, because you think you know something, and then you shift and click a thing, and suddenly it does an absolutely different thing, because you just forgot to test that beforehand. Oh, it's such a full mod full of things with the little bits that's in it, like, I need to edit here, because I'm hyped up playing this mod, and I want to play more of it. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Again, links down below. 1.16.5, Jojos, brilliant mods. I definitely recommend it. It's really cool. But thank you all for watching. See you next time for whatever Minecraft mod I end up reviewing next. Go! Bye, everybody. Also, just want to say a quick thank you to all of the channel members for the extra support, and a special thank you and shout out to our elite members, the joining members Austin Quinsonberry, Sebastian Ramsey, Alexander01, OPMV, Board Reaper, and Nullfinity, and our ANBU members GoldDragon, Eragon, Mosmordre, and Nathaniel Prue. Thank you all very much for the extra awesome support.